All right, we're trying it again. We're trying a new one. Hopefully, if you were trying to watch live, that this new one is much better and we don't have any technical difficulties. If you're watching the replay, it's a fresh video because we were having some technical difficulties. Now I need to go find the video so that I can see your comments. Thank you so much for being flexible with me. Sometimes the technology just doesn't work with us. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, I can see me. I'm centered. I see comments. Hello, let me know. Hopefully all of you who were watching on the other one are able to figure out that we hopped over to this new one. Hello. Okay, I see some highs. So it looks like we're working. I can see everything. So let me know if you are down in the chat. Everybody is good. I don't know what was going on. I just had to restart. I didn't change any settings. I didn't change anything. I just started a new one and it worked. So, oh well. Not a big deal. Let me know what you're drinking. I'm just having water today. I'm very behind on my water. And if you saw on Instagram, I got a second cup of coffee out while I was walking during lunch. So I really just need I need some more water. I need some more hydration. Oh my gosh, Jessica, a wine slushy? That sounds incredible. Yum. I've only ever had like a frosé, which is essentially a wine slushie, but I've never had one in any other flavor. I take that back. While I was saying that, I remembered going to some wine slushie place at Disney Springs. Is that a real thing? I feel like I remember doing that and it was like swirled. It was delicious. All right, let's see. Coffee. Oh my gosh, Tina. Oh, an accidental nap. Sometimes those are the best and sometimes those are the worst. Angie, I love that you're on the elliptical. I love when you guys multitask and you're able to do something, fold laundry, work out, whatever it is that you can do at the same time as we chat. I love that. I love that multitasking. I do believe in multitasking if one of the activities is mindless. I think I actually learned that from Jordan Page. I actually think she said if both are mindless, maybe is what she said, but I definitely think if one is mindless, like being on a treadmill or whatnot, you can definitely do two things at once. Tina, that's a great question. You got your fake Peloton set up today. Who are your favorite Peloton instructors? So I pick my classes based on the music. I am the kind of person that I am super motivated, any kind of workout, truthfully, by the music. If the music is great, I am motivated. And so I will go look at the playlists and that's how I pick my Peloton classes. Now, I will tell you, I do a lot of Cody and a lot of Sam Yo and a lot of Emma. Those seem to be the three whose playlists I vibe with the most. I do some Jessica King. She does a lot of Broadway stuff, but those are kind of my go-tos just because of their playlists. I think I'm about to sneeze. No, I think we're okay. Okay. Ooh, your local winery does them. Oh, yum. Thanks, Jen. My desk is all done and set up, and now I finally feel like I'm a little bit back to a normal life. There are still a lot of spaces in this apartment that I feel like I kind of just like threw stuff in when we were unpacking that need a little bit more love and attention. I just haven't had the time to give it to it yet, to give love to them yet. So that's all right. Colton, am I missing Texas? I'm missing you, Colton. I do miss Texas. I miss you know what? I don't miss the warmth quite yet because it was really nice to walk outside today. Like the temperature in New York is beautiful to walk in the middle of the day. I miss my family. I miss HEB. I miss the water. And let's be real, I miss the space. This apartment is much smaller. I do think we did a good job of stopping in Chicago. That helped us transition. So we kind of spent a week in a smaller space that wasn't as small as this, but big, but much smaller than Texas, to transition us back to New York. Nothing could have prepared us for this, let's be real. That's fine. Have I seen the Power Sheets 2021 cover reveal, and what is my favorite? Tina, I love that you asked that. I actually already put the link in the description because I knew I was going to be talking about it. So if you have not seen, first off, the Power Sheets are the goal planner that I use. I do videos on them every single month. I swear by them. I love them. I'm a Power Sheets fan forever. and they released their new covers for 2021. They're having 4 new covers for next year, and I purposely wore my teal Cultivate What Matters shirt. You can't even see it because my hair, I saw that comment too, I'm picking the teal. I'm going with the teal. I will tell you, I struggled a bit because I love bright colors and I'm not a big floral person. So the covers this year, as beautiful as they are, weren't necessarily my vibe. But I went with the teal because the inside pocket has the pattern and it just seemed like the brightest of the solid options. So I'm gonna go with the teal. But if you haven't seen them, I did link it down below if you wanna go look at the covers. There's 4 cover options. One is a pattern that's like a floral, and then there's 3 solid colors. And yes, Kat, my hair is so long. I need a haircut so badly. I need a haircut very badly. I'm going to do it, but. Ashton, what are my top 3 Broadway musicals? I'm planning a weekend trip to NYC when Broadway opens up. So Ashton, first off, that's a tough question. I have a lot of Broadway musicals that I love. Second off, the second piece of your comment makes me kind of stop because there's a difference between my top 3 favorite Broadway musicals of all time and then 3 Broadway musicals that you're going to be able to see when you're here in New York. So I'm going to do that. Like if Broadway opens up as it stands right now, which it likely will not, there will be shows that won't make it and they won't reopen when all of this is over. And then there will be new shows that will come in when Broadway does open back up. So given what's, well, I don't know. I say that's how I'm going to answer it, but that is a tough one too. Given what's currently on Broadway, I would recommend The Book of Mormon, one of my favorites. Awesome. I expect that to open back up. Love Book of Mormon. I mean, The Lion King is tough to get tickets to and it's pretty pricey, but if you are a Disney fan, if you're a Lion King fan, like it's magical and fantastic. Same with Aladdin. I think Lion King is better, but Aladdin is fun too. Let me try to think of a third one. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel, well, Hamilton. I mean, if you can get tickets to Hamilton. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is not a musical, but it's on Broadway and it's amazing. Okay, maybe I need to do like a Broadway themed blog post. I don't want to mispronounce your name. If it's Lara or Lyra, what are your thoughts on the content planner? So I am guilty of buying planners and not using them. Do you feel me on that? So the content planner is one of those planners that I bought and I don't use it consistently, but I do love it. There are things about it that are beautiful that I absolutely love. And when I do use it, I am a better person. I'm a better content creator because of it. So I am trying to get back into it and I'm starting it like this week. I started writing in my plans even though we're halfway through September already. So I am trying to be better at being consistent with using it. Also, I just realized, I don't know why my brain just popped in. The link is not in this video because we went live a second time, so there's no description box. It's on the, I'll add it when we're done. Anyways, back to the content planner. So I bought the new one because I know when I'm consistent, I am better at using it. So I'm going to try to be better going forward. I really like it if you create content. I think though, I'm going to give you this, I think you do need to be creating content for more than one platform and or more than one business for it really to be worth it. If you are just posting on Instagram, refreshing and see if the buffering stops. We're testing it out. We're trying to fix it, Okay, it looks like we're back. I also saw the buffering and then I went back and fixed it. Okay, are we back? This is gonna be the craziest replay when we're all, when all is said and done. Okay, going back up. I don't even know where I lost it. I know I was babbling on and on about the content planner. If that did not save, I apologize. And if you want to message me, we can chat about that in DM. Jessica, it's just a plastic straw in my glass cup. Eileen, Charlie is not free of the cone of shame yet. She's right next to me. She still has it on, but I did send a picture we went to the vet on Sunday and the vet said things are looking good and she is still healing well. I sent a picture of her injury today to the vet and the vet said still looking good, still keep the cone on. So we are progressing, but we're still in the cone of shame. Zara, my dad he grew up in Ampthill, about an hour north of London. Yay, look at all this Team Teal, Team Teal. They have not released the date for the online Power Sheets prep day. I bugged them about it, and I did get them to tell me it is happening. There is going to be an online Power Sheets. Basically, it's like Cultivate Your Year Live, except virtual. It is happening. More details to come on that. They have not released the date publicly yet. Okay. Oh yeah, Wicked. That's a great one. Wicked is also on Broadway. Great recommendation. Also one of my favorites. Leda. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Thank you for telling me how to pronounce it. Leda. Okay, Wicked. Yes, Wicked. Okay, and all the buffering comments. But now we're back. So I think we're good. It looks like the buffering is just my problem. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are the COVID numbers staying down in Texas? In Texas. I don't know why I read Texas when it says NYC. Yes, they are. We're watching the numbers. They are still staying down in New York. In fact, the governor of New York has allowed for indoor restaurants to open at the end of the. I don't know how I feel. I'm not going. I'm not ready for it. I don't want other people to do it because it makes me nervous. I know it's good for the businesses. I know that it's like, I know that we have to keep progressing. Like, that's how it works, but it does, like, I like the way that our numbers are now, and I'd like to keep them there. And they are planning to go back in school part-time in person soon, and that makes me nervous. So we'll see. But as of right now, the numbers are good, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Okay, it says that you guys see for me. It's good for me. So hopefully, I'm sorry for all these technical difficulties. I don't know what is up today. It's not. I'm on 5G. I'm not on the internet on my phone, which is the camera. I mean, I'm on the internet on my laptop, which is why at the beginning I thought it was my laptop's problem. Okay. Hopefully you guys can. I don't see any other comments or questions. We're doing takeout, but you're not ready to dine in. You always tip as if you're dining in. That's super generous of you to continue to tip well. We're doing the same. We have dined out sitting outside. If the table is far enough from other tables, I am comfortable sitting outside. So we are still doing that, but your hometown has a positivity rate of 17%. Oh, Jenny, that's rough. It's still buffering. Try refreshing, and Caroline, I see your comment as well. For me on my computer, it looks fine. Everything matches up, and it's not buffering. It is a little fuzzy. I can see that the quality isn't fantastic. I don't know what the heck is going on. Jessica, how is the transition back to Eastern time? Good and bad. So on the good side, in the morning, I love being on Eastern time. I love that I can get up at 6, which feels like a really reasonable time, and have 3 hours before work. Like, it's just the best. In the evening times, though, it goes by so quickly. Like, all of a sudden, it's buffering for me. Hopefully, you guys, I don't know what our problem is today. I don't know what is going on. This is super, super frustrating. I'm so sorry. I know it's frustrating for you too. Heather, have I turned into any of the organized HQ event? I have not. What's weird is I signed up for it and then I didn't put it in my calendar. And so I haven't had time to do it. And so I don't know what I was thinking. And I was never going to end up doing it. We'll see if I decide to pay so I can have all of it, because that's just what I need, right? Another course that I need to watch on the internet. I lost my train of thought. If I've been hearing really great things about the content, so I might end up paying for it. Okay, try refreshing and hopefully it works. It's working for me again. I am so sorry about all the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on, you guys. I am on 5G on my phone, and I don't know what's happening. Oh, such a bummer. How was the queso at the new Mexican place in the neighborhood? Lisa, it was great. It was a traditional Mexican restaurant, not a Tex-Mex place. So their queso was different. Like it wasn't, it was thicker than what I think like a Tex-Mex queso really comes across. It was different, but it was delicious. It was delicious, and the food was great, and the prices were pretty reasonable for New York City. The margs were great and very reasonably priced. Like the margs were on point. Eileen, a few weeks back you shared a diet chocolate recipe with yogurt. Can you share it again? Yes. So Eileen, it is plain, non-fat Greek yogurt with sugar-free pudding mix of your choice. So you can make chocolate, you can make vanilla, you can, the vanilla doesn't usually taste as good to me. You can make, like they have a caramel one, like any sugar-free pudding mixed with yogurt, and just do whatever your pudding pack, whatever the ratio, however much milk you typically would add to the pudding, just do that with yogurt instead. And it does not taste like pudding. I said this in the vlog. It doesn't taste like pudding. It tastes like a flavored yogurt. But for me, I found that it is better in terms of flavor than some of the flavored yogurts, and way less in sugar because you got a sugar-free pudding pack. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, Courtney, I wonder if it is that my phone doesn't like this spot. And maybe we just have to go back out there. What's a bummer is I have to kick Sam out, and he's on a call right now, and that's his desk. So I feel bad, but we might have to try a different spot next week. Yeah, because it's not working today. It is not working. Tina, I have not watched the Home Edit on Netflix yet. I didn't even know that was a thing. I stopped following the Home Edit a while back on Instagram because it just felt, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I was getting as inspired. I felt like I was getting more demotivated by following them. So I didn't know that it was a thing until I started to see people post about it. So I might watch it. I haven't yet though. We've been watching a show called Lie to Me, which I've watched before. If you've never watched it, it's on Hulu. And it's like a mystery, or not a mystery, like a cop show, except they're not cops. Charlie's trying to escape. They, where they can tell if you're lying based on your like super small micro expressions. It's very good. Ooh, Lynn, you thought some were good, but some were not. Okay, I appreciate that. Any other feedback on the Get Organized, whether you think it's worth it for me to buy or not? Heather, you're not finding it any more helpful than any other YouTube video. Okay, that's good to know too. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Good to know. I wish it lasts longer too. I know, it's a bummer there's only 3 seasons, but Sam's never seen it, so it's fun to watch it with him for the first time. With the cook once, eat all week, did you divide any recipes? Also, just a family of 2, and it seems like too much food to eat. Heather, it's not too much food to eat if you are okay eating leftovers. Most of the recipes are servings of 4, and so it just gets us dinner and then another lunch. So I found that it's okay. There was one that was a serving of 6 that I did make less of. And then one time I made less just because it happened that the meat that they had available that week at the grocery store wasn't as much. So I had to adjust. But otherwise I don't purposely make less because we just eat leftovers. I would just recommend like freezing it. If you won't eat it that week, then just freeze it, and so you can have it later. Lisa, she is somewhat still attached to my side. It has been way less the past. She's definitely getting better because I can tell she's not quite as like calm and snuggly and like needy almost. Like she's much more like back to herself. So I do think she's much better because she doesn't stick to my side all day anymore. Although she discovered that she can sit on my lap and work. I guess we didn't do that back when I was working from home before we left. But she'll come over and like sit herself at my feet, not at my feet because my feet are under the desk. But she'll sit next to me and like look up at me with her eyes, and I'm like, and so I scoot my chair out and she jumps up onto my lap. It's super cute. Sometimes I'm like, I need to work, but I do like it. Alicia, how do you deal with organization in a small apartment? I'm running out of room. Alicia, my biggest tip there is just to get rid of stuff. Like that's like, I just can't have too much stuff. That's how I deal with organization. I also do my best with the spaces that I have. I'm gonna flip the camera up a second and show you the space above my bed, or not above my bed, above the doors, so you can see like the organization I have up there. Like there's just things like that I try to do my best. Okay, back to my face. And back to the questions. Ruby, that's the one I think I want that I know I missed on Monday, was the Lazy Genius one. I just love everything she does. Just love everything she does. Gina, how are your morning and evening routines going? It's a habit I'm trying to work on. They're going okay. That Routine Meister app definitely is a deal breaker for me. I think I saw you comment in the Patreon group that you started using it this week, and it's also helping you. Charlie's trying to eat the stand. Come back over here, kitty. I think I talk about this a little bit more actually in the vlog that goes up on Friday. A little bit more about routines. So, okay, now there's a Charlie on my lap now, you guys. You watched 2 sessions and didn't get much from them. Okay, super interested. Sessions were very much geared for young women with children for the most part. That's interesting, Lynn. I did hear somebody say something about there being a lot of moms, which again is me someday, but not right now, not the world that I'm living in. That reminds me, I have another thought on that. I have been going through, so I use my watch later folder on YouTube a lot, so that I keep up with my subscription feed. When I see things come through of people that I'm subscribed to and it's something I want to watch, I will put it in my watch later folder. Well, my watch later folder, I've been watching way less YouTube because I used to watch it a lot commuting, and I don't commute anymore. So I have like 300 videos in my watch later folder. And today, actually, I started going through them and deleting the ones that are like for my future self. Like, as much as I love Jordan Page, I will never have 8 kids, but well, never say never, but I likely will never have 8 kids. And so I don't necessarily need to be watching all her videos. And even if it's something I could still get something out of it, there's probably better videos for me to be watching right now in the state that I'm in. And same thing goes, I had that same thought with another summit this week. There was a summit that I had signed up for, a free one, in addition to the Get Organized one, that was for a future Laken. It was for something I want to do in the future. And I was like, this is not worth your time right now. Right now, you need to be watching videos and consuming content, reading books on things that you're doing right now. Because the best way to get better at things is to implement it right away. And so if I'm watching a video on future self, even if I get something fantastic out of it, if I can't put it into action right then, it's not helpful. So I deleted a lot of videos in my watch later folder that were people like talking about mom things. I was like, that just don't watch that right now. So that's helpful. I appreciate you sharing that with me. Okay, and now I lost my spot. All of a sudden quality got a lot better. Maybe your internet curse is over. I know, but I'm not on the internet, George. I'm on the 3G. I don't know, super weird. I cherry picked the weeks too, Jessica. Not necessarily based on what we have, but just based on what sounds good that week and how much like prep work there is. So I don't, Nevs, I'm not sure if that's your name. I do freeze. I basically freeze. And we had the same problem when it was the other way around. When Sam was in the bedroom and I was in the living room, I would get really hot and he would get really cold. So what we try to do is, if just one of us is on the phone, we try to make sure we keep the door open. That way the person, aka me, in the bedroom is not freezing to death and the person in the living room isn't super hot. And the only time we shut the door is if we both happen to be on the phone. And then I do freeze. Sometimes I turn it off and then he'll open the door and turn it back on. So, I mean, we're doing our best. Honestly, this is a better setup because I'd rather be cold and he'd rather be hot than the other way around. So the other way around was worse. When I was constantly hot and he was constantly cold, it was not a good solution. So. I don't see any other comments. Now I feel like Heather or Georgia, you jinxed me, and I'm missing more comments. Oh, I totally did. I totally missed some comments. Oh no, just one. Heather, any news you can share about moving? So I mentioned this in another Lattes with Laken. I'm gonna tilt this down a little bit. We likely will move when our lease is up. It's not till March, and this is not likely how it is in other cities. But in New York City, apartments are available like the month before. Like I cannot search for an apartment available in March. That just does not exist in New York. So we still would like to, if the prices where they're at now are still the prices in March, then we'll likely move. But it's just there's nothing I can do now except like tease myself by looking at all the listings. Yeah. Yes, Ruby. I prefer putting on all the layers. I also tend hot. Was that the word? Like my body is usually more hot and his is usually more cold, so it just works better anyways. Yeah. I'm all caught up on questions. Y'all, I don't know what was up with our quality today. I don't know what is happening. Thanks for sticking with me though. You'd rather be hot. Okay, Courtney. See, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some people would rather be hot. Some people would rather be cold. If you're watching the replay, let us know down in the comments. Are you someone who'd rather be hot? Or are you someone who would rather be cold? Also, it looks like I'm wiggling. It's because I'm petting this fluff ball that's on my lap. She's being very needy. Alicia, do I have any plants? No. I tried the real plant thing at work and I killed them. So I have fake plants. I had a succulent that my friends got me for my birthday that I forgot about. I got home last week and it was dead. So no, I'm not. Plants. I don't think me and plants are a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. In Texas, you'd much rather be cold. Ryan, how do you keep your handwriting neat in your weekly planners on the days that are right next to the cold? We keep talking about cold. Coil. I'm right-handed and my Wednesday handwriting is always so messy. So Ryan, I definitely always flip it around. Like I don't try to write with it open like this. I try to flip it around. I take my time on Wednesdays. I definitely take my time. If sometimes, it also depends on where you're at in the planner, right? If you're on a part of the planner where there's more of the quail, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like sometimes it's easier and sometimes it's harder. So sometimes I'll stick extra things under the planner or in between the pages to buff it up a little bit so that I don't have as much quail, if that makes sense. Otherwise, sometimes Wednesday is just bad. If you look, sometimes Wednesday just isn't as good as the other days. The other thing you can do is write on the stickers if you're using stickers before you put it in the planner, and that helps too. Gina, I talked about this in a vlog that went up a few weeks ago. There's a number of reasons that I stopped the Plan With Me videos, and I didn't stop them forever. They're just not happening weekly. So, there is more. How does a planner live in NYC? I can only imagine not knowing where you're going to live a month out. Heather, it's tough. It's super tough, especially when I was trying to like find my first apartment here. It's not fun. It's not fun to have to look a month out, especially when they expect me to re-sign this lease 2 months out. And I'm like, okay. So really for a whole month, we're not homeless, but you know what I mean? Like we won't know exactly what's happening. It's just how it is here. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Oh, I'm glad that you're drinking more water. I'm keeping Charlie alive. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing right now. Is keeping her alive. I have fake succulents. I just have to remember to dust them. Oh, that's what I need. I mean, I have fake like flowers that I got from like Michael's or whatever. Oh, Lynn, that's a great question. When I got my plum paper, did I get the health and wellness add-ins, and am I using them? Yes and no. I did get them. I'm not using them. How's the wedding planning going? I recently got engaged, and any tips? Zara, congrats on getting engaged. That's super exciting. I don't like to talk about wedding planning right now because it stresses me out. We have no idea. We have zero idea what life is going to look like. We have things booked right now, and I just am so nervous and so unsure if things are going to be back to normal by May, or are they going to be just back to normal enough that I have to make this weird decision that I don't want to make? And so it's super tough. I wish I had more tips for you, but I just don't. Not right now. Lisa, the Get Organized HQ, and you've been liking it. How is your Made for Tina subscription box going? It looks like I got a new water bottle. I did. My new water bottle came in, so I'm back on track. I like it so far. I like that it's about the journaling aspect and not just how much water did you drink. It's how much water did you drink and how did you feel. I'm excited to see what October is. I don't know what the next month is. So, so far so good. It is still pricey. I'm still not ready to tell you to spend the money because for what I've done so far, it's not worth the money. But I'll let you know as time goes on. You got a Majesty Palm trying to be Kayla, and it has spider mites. Oh, no other. Okay, no plants for me. I don't think plants are for me. Can you share what you're doing for the holidays? I think you mentioned being out of town. Yeah, Jenna, I think we're just planning to go back to Chicago. We don't want to be alone for the holidays, and neither of us are ready to fly. So we're just going to drive back to Chicago and spend like Thanksgiving and through Christmas with my family there. Is our plan. You just placed your December daily order. Oh, I'm so excited to start mine too, Megan. I'm so excited. My first plan paper is in the mail. Any tips for setting it up and building a routine? Caitlin, my biggest tip is just to use it every day, even if you're writing 3 things. Like there are some days that all I do is fill out the to-do list section, and that's okay, but just making sure you use your planner every day, and then just keep it somewhere that you're gonna reference it. Keep it somewhere close by you. That's really easy for me when I live in a 400 square foot apartment, but if you're in a bigger space, you might have to try to make sure that your plum paper is somewhere that you're going to check it more frequently. I think that's good advice for any planner, honestly, whether it's a daily or a weekly or anything. Keep your planner nearby. Heather, I just saw that 5-year journal from Plum Paper today. I didn't know that was a thing, or yesterday when I was ordering on their website. I didn't know that was a thing until yesterday. Alicia, I'm not using any wedding planner right now. I'm using a Google spreadsheet. That's the extent of my wedding planning. I haven't looked in. That's something I need to do before we head back to see if I want to use any of my wedding planning stuff with me, but I haven't. Kaylee, you mentioned sharing your gift guides early. I know I haven't figured out what's happening with that. I don't have an answer for you either way, to be determined on those. I have to tell you guys, gift guides are a lot of work. Gift guides are tough. Trying to think of the ideas and gift guides are not necessarily, it seems easier than it is. So if you have other bloggers that you like that do gift guides, just give them props for the work that they put in. I know Thrifty Pineapple does beautiful ones every year. They're beautiful. It's a lot of work. I think, I don't know, to be determined on the gift guides. Yes, Debbie, I have seen the new Cultivate What Matters covers. That is why I'm wearing a teal Cultivate shirt, because I am going to go with the teal. Team teal. Have I heard anything from the Moxie Life about their standalone goal planner? Georgia, I have, but I can't share it with you yet. Sorry. I'm so sorry. No, silly goose. Heather, any new Legos in your future? No, because I still haven't built the fake Lego stadium that I ordered. I talked about those in a vlog forever ago. I don't remember if I talked about it when I ordered it or when I actually finally got it, but I ordered the Texas Longhorn Stadium, but they're fake Legos, and I haven't built it yet. And so I was just looking at it the other day thinking, I need to start building this. She's very needy right now. Can you see this? So I am not going to buy until I do those, but I am eyeing that Harry Potter Diagon Alley so hard. So hard. Victoria, I cannot believe you are already done Christmas shopping. Would you ever use the Budget Mom Paycheck Workbook? I don't know what that is, Alicia. I've never seen it. So I will take a look, but I have... Yeah, Georgia, I usually do it after Halloween too. Although this year for Halloween, what is Halloween this year? Oh, Lizette, you have to do the Friends one. The Friends one is so fun. Great question. Am I ordering the Friends Advent Calendar or any other Advent Calendar? So I already ordered the Friends one. That's already pre-ordered. I want the David's Tea one. If it gets released again, that would be ideal. I looked actually yesterday. I Googled like 2020 Advent calendars and I didn't see anything else that I wanted. I'm going to keep an eye out and see if I find something that I want, because I do love the Advent calendar part of Vlogmas as well. So I'll keep an eye out, but so far it's just the Friends on pre-order and then fingers crossed for David's Tea. Alyssa, do you keep all of your old planners power sheets? So yes, I keep all my old planners, the weekly ones. The daily ones, no, those aren't worth it. Like it doesn't matter. Like there's not memories in those. And then the power sheets, I actually didn't keep my old ones. I was like, I'm never gonna go back and look at these. And again, in a small apartment, I just need less stuff. So I did not keep them. Yeah, she's not all about my attention being diverted. Lizette, it's on Amazon. I linked it when I first ordered it. I'll find the link again and send it to you. Yeah, I can't find anything yet. The Coffee Monster Co. Advent calendars. Oh yeah, I ordered a planner advent calendar once and it just was not stuff I would use, so I haven't done it since. It's okay that you bug me about them, Jen. I love the advent calendars too. And just know, so the Friends one, I'll make sure to add it to my Amazon shop. If I didn't, I recently tried to go through and add everything I bought on Amazon to my Amazon shop. But I will add the Friends one, and then when David's Tea launches theirs, I will share it with y'all. Wow, Victoria, I'm so impressed. Not only do you have it bought, but you have it wrapped. Okay, she's being a lot right now. Hey. Hey. What is the matter with you? Goodness. All right. Okay. Anyways, distracted by Charlie deciding that it's playtime. We're going to wrap this up. I want you to let me know down in the comments what is one thing that you are going to work on this week to make progress on your goals. You guys, this has just been the craziest live. Between the technical difficulties and this girl, what the heck? What the heck, you guys? What? I don't even know what's going on. I'm refreshing again because I'm not seeing comments. Oh, you guys, I had it on top chat instead of live chat. So I may have completely missed your comment, and if I did, I'm so sorry. This live was the epitome. You would have no idea I've been doing these for 6 months. We've been doing these for 6 months, which is pretty exciting. But it's all right. Alyssa, I also want to work on some Wild U courses this week. That's on my list too. Journaling, I love that. Yeah, Colleen, she might want to get out of here. She has food. I gave her food before this started. Like, I fed her already, so she has food. So that's definitely not her problem. Yeah, Kelly, she just gets into a mood sometimes when she wants to play. Like, and I haven't been playing with her because I'm supposed to be letting her rest and heal, according to the doctor. So we haven't been, like, playing, and I think it's finally getting to her. I think she needs to play. Look at all of these awesome goals. All right, you guys. Thank you for sticking with me through all the technical difficulties, through all the kitty snuggles, and then kitty fighting. You guys are the best. Before you head out, if you would please give this video a thumbs up, and then I need to fix all of the things so that everyone knows that this is the one to rewatch, not the other one, because that one was a mess. But I appreciate you sticking with me through all of this. Thank you so much. You guys are freaking the best. Happy planning. I don't even know.